Be a part of Going In Raw today at patreon.com/Steve and Larson. Starting at $1 a month, you can enjoy Going In Raw ad-free, gain access to the daily 30-minute Going In Raw post show, exclusive merchandise, and so much more. Support Going In Raw today. Click the link in the description.
Boys and girls, this is the Undisputed Era. Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong, and you're listening to Going In Raw, baby.
What's up, it's your girl, Sasha Banks, the legit boss, and you're watching Going In Raw. You like that?
This is Shayna Baszler, and you're watching Going In Raw.
What's up? This is the most must-see WWE superstar of all time and his lovely, gorgeous wife,
Marie.
and you are going in SmackDown Live.
This is the glorious one, Bobby Roode, and you're watching Going In Raw.
Hey guys, this is Charlotte, and you're watching Going In Raw.
What's up? It's the moonwalking, trash-talking princess of Staten Island. I want to remind you all that Mela is money, and you're watching Going In Raw.
Hi, this is Shinsuke Nakamura. Just watching Going In the Raw.
This is the knockout artist, Cassius Ohno, and you're going in Raw.
Hey, friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
And welcome back to Going In Raw, the only pro wrestling podcast you need to be listening to right here, youtube.com/Steve and Larson, and available wherever fine podcasts can be found. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and the notify bell on YouTube to make sure you always get your new Going In Raw notifications. We've got a brand new community tab poll. I was very curious to see what the Going In Raw community thought about Raw last night, so I put up a poll in the community tab. You can be found. Somebody asked yesterday, what is this community tab? What is this? You go to the youtube.com/Steve and Larson, and then on the tabs there's home, videos, playlists, and then community. That's the community tab.
Pretty much right in the middle.
You can participate there. And then if you're listening to us in a podcast app, it goes a long, long way towards helping Going In Raw. If you find Going In Raw in your podcast app, hit subscribe, and then leave us a rating, review, or a comment. It really, really does help. And tell your friends, too. We're also available on the Patreon at patreon.com/Steve and Larson. We got a bunch of reward tiers.
Yeah.
We got a bunch of new patrons here for the past 24 hours. I'm going to give them a shout-out because that's what I do. Zachary Darnell, Matthew Sandoval, Pump Savage. That's a great name.
That's a good name.
Sounds like a W. Steve W. or fun wrestling character. David Weberg, Raji Flaps. That sounds like a British name. Oh, who just spilled that pint on you, Raji Flaps?
Of course, it's always about a pint.
That's all their beef is over there. Did you see yesterday in the House of Lords or House of Commons, that dude stole a mace?
Yeah, we were watching it here together.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I watched it a couple times at home, too. Man, woo, big heat on that guy.
Yeah.
He went into business for himself.
Go home heat?
I'm not sure. He might have
Or
worked.
go away heat? Do you have X-Pac heat?
He has X-Pac heat.
Wow.
He's getting that Theresa May heat. Oh, man, he's got the Theresa May rub. That Brexit. It's like the invasion angle, man. I think they botched it big time, Larson. And then finally, IB New Japan Fan 1, new patron. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you
for
very
all
much.
that. Yeah, we got our winter attire on.
And it's actually quite warm in here.
Arctic action, Steve.
It's
here.
cold outside, but it's warm in the office.
I turned the heat off because, and you know how that works. When I turn the heat off, it turns into the Arctic.
It's
over
the tundra, pretty much.
Yeah,
yes.
basically. Like, there's no middle ground here. I'm sure there's a way to figure that one out. Anyways.
Yeah, usually the setting on the thermostat for the heater is set at like 70. But also the part of the problem is that the thermostat reads temperature out in the hallway and not in the actual office. And it's going to be cold out there.
Yeah, it's going to be freezing. Y'all watch this on YouTube. You can see that we got the Christmas stuff going on.
This for the Christmas.
Because the Christmas season.
Oh. Those the same lights?
No, I put up bigger lights.
That's what I thought.
Yesterday, you were literally sitting here, and I was doing it behind you. Not a care in the world with this guy over here. I like that. It means you trust me, that I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, I guess
something.
So. I guess it's true.
I was going to bring something up about the Christmas, and then I forgot. Whatever. Anyways. So, before we get into these super chats.
Yeah, it was an improvement.
What did the community tab say?
They said it was an improvement. 2,900 votes. Yay, 14%. That's up from like 3% or whatever it was last 6%. I think last week.
It went from 6 to 9. I think,
14.
or no, maybe it went to 3 to 6, and now it's at 14.
Yeah,
something like
the
that.
nays 6%.
That's a big improvement.
Somewhere in between 30%.
There was no somewhere in between last time. So that might have been buried in the yays as well.
Yeah. Didn't watch, don't plan to, 41%, so let's drop below half.
Yeah, that's good.
That's down 10. Plan to watch later, 9%.
That's about the same. It was at 10% last week. So it was. I'll put it this way. I do feel, with a couple exceptions, although I do feel Nia Jax is even a bit better on that mic. The last 10 seconds of Nia Jax's promo, I thought was the strongest promo work she's ever done.
Yeah, probably.
Because she gave it some fire, and that's what she lacks.
And I wonder if part of it is she's so worried about memorizing lines.
Yeah, I know.
That she forgets to play, about the performance aspect of it.
Yeah.
Until it's imperative that she has to perform.
Yeah,
but I mean, because it seemed like when she screamed, after that it got better.
Yeah, it did, totally. And there was only about 10 seconds after that, if that, before Ronda came out. In a nutshell, though, I thought that Raw last night was, I'll put it this way. There's a lot of weird stuff going on in that Vince McMahon's head, man. Because I honestly kind of feel like he wrote a couple of really, really bad episodes.
Well, he did, but I hesitate to say that he would do that on purpose. Because to purposely tank your own show just to get heat on somebody, that's just not smart business.
All right, let me play devil's advocate here. Because
unless one second. Unless he's got some story in his back pocket that he's like, this is going to rebound the whole thing.
Well, okay, that's a possibility. It's a possibility that he's done this for a long time. He knows. Look, listen, Vince McMahon knows how to write a good episode of WWE. He does. He also knows how to write a bad one.
When forced to, he knows how to write a good one.
Well, here's the thing. We've said this before. Remember the episode of Raw we went to and you touched CM Punk's back?
Shoulder.
That was coming off the heels of, if I remember correctly, like an epically bad Raw. Everybody's crapping on it. It was really bad in the ratings. So what happened? Vince McMahon shows up to show everybody how it's done.
Yeah.
Vince McMahon wrote the one before that, and he wrote the one that he was on.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure it's a matter of when his back is against the wall, he's all of a sudden a really good writer. I think he is Vince McMahon. He writes what he writes.
He's probably like a lot of writers. There's good and there's bad, and there's a lot that's in between.
That could be, or it could be. I don't know. It's weird because here's the thing. You're right. It doesn't seem like he'd want to tank his own show for a couple of weeks, or honestly, a couple of months,
a month or two.
And then to have it rebound, maybe he just knows, hey, this is a long game. I'm going to write ebbs and flows. Is that giving him too much credit? You really think it is?
Oh, yeah, based on what we hear about how fickle he is.
Fickle.
How prone he is to change his mind on a whim.
Yeah.
Anything that gives Vince credit for any sort of long-term planning, booking, ebbs and flows, looking ahead to the future, I think is giving him too much credit. I think he approaches this on a week-by-week basis.
Yeah.
And based on the reaction, not just in terms of internet outrage about how bad the product has been, ratings on the decline.
He also writes SmackDown, though.
Yeah. Well, he has a hand in writing it. Sometimes he's not even there.
Yeah, I know. But I don't know how much. Look, we don't really know.
No.
He does obviously seem to be a lot more hands-on. And there does seem to be evidence to suggest that when he's super hands-on, it's not good.
Yeah.
There's evidence to that.
Yes.
Maybe he's just not as hands-on with SmackDown. I don't know.
We haven't heard yet how hands-on he was with the show last night, as far as I know.
I would think that he was. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. We don't know. I tend to think these days with Raw, it's always him.
Yeah.
Like there's no evidence to the contrary.
The writing staff on Raw is Vince.
Yeah. Or it's a bunch of people who get just rewritten to hell by Vince.
Yeah.
I thought, I'll put it this way. This is my Raw in a nutshell. It was the best possible episode, for the most part, that he could have written based on what we've had over the last 2 weeks. Because you have to start somewhere, and we're starting in a really, really bad spot. And this was the best first step you can make on the road back.
The first thing he did is he put the spotlight squarely on the best performer on Raw, on Seth Rollins, and had him carry the episode.
I was having this conversation with Mikey Omega last night. Seth Rollins might be the best damn wrestler on the planet.
He could be.
He puts on that match last night. Every time, dude, how many matches he put in under WWE restrictions?
Yeah.
He's putting on these takeover level matches?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
The match on Raw last night is probably going to be better than his match against Dean Ambrose on TLC.
It will be.
Probably will be. Unless that's a TLC match, but I don't think they've made it a TLC match. I think it's just a match.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. But holy crap, that was a great match.
It was fun.
Putting the focus on Seth Rollins, exactly correct. That's a great start. I feel like Seth is already kind of moving on. He's just dropping that title to Dean Ambrose, and he's moving right in that Universal title.
He's winning that Rumble, facing Brock at Mania.
Did you hear the stank in his voice when he said Brock Lesnar's name? That's totally happening.
Yeah.
Which is a smart move.
It is a smart move.
And it might kick Raw into gear, man.
Yeah.
Because I think last night was a good first step. I am dreading next week a lot less now.
Let me ask you this.
Okay.
When's the last time they've really consistently built Raw around one wrestler? I know you could say Roman Reigns, but so many times where they tried to make Reigns the guy,
he gets overshadowed.
Yes. I think they finally were on the right path somewhat. Granted, he was with the Shield still, but before he had to take his leave because of his, dealing with his health. But I can't. Maybe Punk. It's probably Punk.
Well,
when he would heel Punk, that show Raw was built around him.
Heel Seth with the Authority.
Oh yeah,
that was kind of built around.
Well, when's the last time it was a face though?
Oh God, I don't. Yeah. I mean, there was a big spotlight on Punk for a very short amount of time, and then during his run, he was mostly a heel during that
lengthy run. Yeah.
He didn't. Yeah. Wait, was he mostly a heel? Mm-hmm. What was his turn on The Rock then? Didn't a lot of people consider that like a heel turn?
No, he was heel long before that.
Okay, all right. He was fighting Ryback and stuff.
Yeah, because he brought out the Shield.
Yeah.
To help him win matches.
That's right.
Which probably just got him over more.
Mm-hmm. Are they moving away? I really hope this is the case. That new Seth shirt is actually pretty cool.
Yeah,
in its simplicity. You know what it looks like? It looks like a punk rock cover from like 1981.
Yeah, it's very simple.
I love that. I wonder if they're going to get away from that awful logo of his.
I hope so.
And go towards something more like that.
Although, what's on the back? That'll be telling.
I didn't notice. Is there something on the back?
No, if he's got his same logo on the back, then I guess it's
look it up, man. Find out.
Away from it.
Go
ahead.
So I'll get to the super chats in a second here. I thought that Raw was the best first step, but of course it's a first step.
Yeah, and then that new Elias shirt's pretty good. But you always got to follow up on. No, it's still there. It's on the back.
Oh, what a bummer.
The front's not bad.
Yeah, I like it. It looks good.
It's the first step, but of course, with any first step, unless you followed up another quality second step, it's largely for naught.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see how TLC goes this Sunday, and how we're gonna be at the Raw, the next Raw. We're gonna be there, and the Raw after that, we're gonna be there.
We're gonna be at every Raw from now on.
Awesome.
We're gonna be like that, like Brock Lesnar guy. We're gonna be like Vampire guy in the front with like his mom.
But we're not gonna be in the front. We're just gonna be in like normal, like seats up in the stands.
We got like $30 tickets, man. It's awesome.
45.
Nice. A couple of these super chats here, and then we'll get into the details. Steve is undisputed. Is WWE going overboard with all the burn it downs?
Yeah, they really shortened the loop on Seth's song last night. 'Cause there was like 8 burn it downs in the span of 90 seconds.
So I was telling you this off camera. I use the PlayStation View to watch Raw. So I can I wait till my new thing is I wait till 9:30 at night on the West Coast feed, and I watch it, and I can get through it in an hour and a half by fast forwarding through commercials. Well, about an hour and 40, whatever it is. Like I end up finishing at like 11:15.
It should be about 2 hours and 15 minutes.
9:30.
There's 15 minutes commercials for every hour of TV time.
Is that really what it is? They're actually
44 minutes.
Okay. What time did I start last night? Anyways, maybe I started at 8:30. Oh no, because that's right. No, I know why I was able to do it because I watched the last 20 minutes live because I wanted to see that main event, which was hot. The View is a decent system that needs a lot of work, especially in their DVR system.
Mm-hmm.
So I turn it on, and there's been times when I'm trying to watch it live or I'm trying to watch it from the beginning and catch up, and it'll just skip a lot of different places.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I thought those burn it downs were because of the View.
No glitch, man.
Those were horrible.
Yeah. They really shortened the loop of his song.
Burn it!
But then
burn
it didn't
it down!
He was already in the ring when it started.
Yeah, that was
he didn't
weird
walk to the ring.
That was really weird.
That was weird.
Jack Daddy, Ref, Rich Hardesty. I just want to say thank you for all you do. I've had a pretty rough couple of days in this community, and you both always pick me up. Thanks, friendos. I was peeping in on I'm glad we're able to help you, Rich.
Yes, me too.
You're a great friendo. I was peeping in on the Facebook Friendoverse, their live feed of Raw, And it's like you can tell Raw has given everybody such a bad taste in the mouth that even good stuff is met with such cynicism.
wow.
It's met with such like, whoa, what are they doing here? What Seth is telling it like it is? He's shooting from the hip. I'm like, yeah, it's kind of cool.
It's pretty much Vince shooting on Vince is what it is.
This is going to get bad real quick. Brad Knight, hey guys, can you check your email? I sent you an idea for a charity thing. Okay, Jeffrey Nguyen. Rare day off today. Slept in, played some video games, watched Bloodsport.
Awesome.
And now hitting back.
Back day. It's back day.
Oh, back day for Jeffrey Nguyen. Is
awesome.
he in the slow
That
wolf
sounds like
shirt?
a great day. I got back day tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it.
Astros J5. Read the article I sent you. It's really good. Plus now the rumors favor Connor in Becky's corner and Cormier in Ronda's corner. Plus avocado toast picture. Dude out. Oh, is that...
That's Devin the Dude.
Devin the Dude.
I saw the...
People keep on telling us to read stuff. I'm tired of reading stuff.
We're trying to do a live show here. You
Can't
can't read articles
read anything right now.
Mr. Blue 7 and Naya promo feels like high school drama class.
No, man, it feels like a customer service representative. Mm-hmm. Hey, yeah, I don't have any money in my account. Well, let me tell you something. So that's what she sounds like.
Graydon Hendershot. Burn it, burn it, burn it.
Ryan Regani, do you think we'll get a revival in Rollins versus Lucha House Party next week? Lucha rules, of course. That's funny he brings up the Lucha House rules thing.
Yeah.
Given how I called it, I think, Kafkaesque or Orwellian maybe.
No, Kafka's the right thing.
Kafka,
It's this thing that you're stuck in something that tries you and makes no sense.
Yeah.
That's like the
That is my biggest piece of evidence that Vince was screwing with us on purpose because there was zero rhyme or reason.
But how many times have we heard that he just does something like that because it makes him laugh?
See,
he just does silly things.
I really hope that is the case
because he finds it personally amusing.
I really hope that is the case. Well, for one thing, I kind of that might be good for. If that's the case, that might be good for the revival because they played along with it so wonderfully.
Yeah.
And he likes when people play along with stuff. That's why Ellsworth had such a long run with the WWE.
Jay Sean Lawrence, what's up with WWE and these makeshift tag teams? They've been doing this forever. They always had makeshift tag teams.
What did we get last night with the makeshift tag team?
Oh, Rude and Gable. They're a makeshift tag team now. Singles competitors.
Now they're not.
No, I know,
matching.
but they were.
They were.
But now they have matching gear. I should have telegraphed their win.
I thought that worked. Yeah, I thought that worked.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been a rocky road, but Rude actually, for the first time since, besides the time he got to say urine, Rude seemed happy.
Yeah, relatively. Bad News Bronson, Raw 1000 was Punk's heel turn. Heyman became his manager shortly after, then the Shield bits and so on.
All right. Very good. Did he go back to a face before he went?
Yeah, after Brock beat him and he was gone for a while, he came back. Face.
Okay. I'll have to relive those moments. I really liked CM Punk.
Because in his match against The Undertaker, he was a heel. Mm-hmm. After he dropped the belts to The Rock. And then I think the following SummerSlam, he took on Brock.
Yeah.
And that was face turn Punk.
Let's get into this business.
Yeah.
Raw started, as we said, with a whole lot of burn it downs and Seth Rollins
already in the ring. He invites Baron down to the ring because he says, Baron, you talk too much. You need to shut up and listen.
Oh, Baron Corbin comes out.
Seth says, Baron, Raw sucks and it's because of you.
Yeah, he basically takes
all of the gripes that pretty much all the viewers of Raw have had over the past 2 weeks.
Well, essentially, Vince McMahon went to our episode, Raw was trash, watched it, wrote meticulous notes.
Wrote a script for Seth to deliver. Mm-hmm. Like I said earlier, essentially Vince shooting on himself.
Vince wrote something that was criticizing his own work.
Yeah.
There's some genius there, right? There's got to be some genius there.
Well, I guess if there's an issue, the first step in solving issue is acknowledging the issue.
I think Vince has been through Rawgate way too many times.
Yeah.
I think that's probably it.
His
brain into mush.
That might be the thing.
Yeah.
Seth shouts out the Revival, saying why they have a team like the Revival who should be in tag title matches in these Lucha House Party rules. Doesn't make sense.
It's just like gripe after gripe, all of it, everything that everybody on the internet
the ratings are down, enthusiasm
mentions
is down.
The ratings.
All
he's like going in Raw views are down. They're all down, all because of Vince
Baron
McMahon.
Corbin. No, yeah, Vince McMahon Corbin. Baron says, "Well, I don't care what you say. I don't care what you think. I don't care what any of these people think.
Slow Wolfpack is here to stay.
Slow Wolfpack forever.
Here's the thing also about Baron in this episode. He was damn good.
He had a lot of stuff to memorize, and he
had
did fine.
a lot of script to memorize, and he did good, especially that interview with Charlie.
Yeah.
That was really, really good.
Baron, he's done as good a job as can be expected based on what they ask him to do. I just don't think either himself or the creative has benefited him so much, because I don't think the heat he's getting on him, apart from what he says, I don't care what these people here think. That was the first legitimate heel heat I feel like he's gotten in a long time.
Well, it was.
It's all been sit on my hands heat, because no one really cares.
What's an example of a really, really good sort of supporting actor who probably really shouldn't be dabbling in lead roles? Here's the problem. There's so many really good character actors out there.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And sometimes when they hit that lead role, it's like, oh, man, magnifique.
And then you watch it, you're like,
yeah,
they really can't carry a movie.
Yeah, right. That's what he is. He's actually a really, really good supporting member.
If Baron was the B story throughout, still doing a lot of the stuff, it wasn't the constant focus of Raw, it wouldn't be so bad.
Yeah, yeah. If there was like a true monster heel like a Drew McIntyre, that was the focus of the A story, and maybe we'll get that now that he's done with Dolph Ziggler.
Maybe, and Baron at most would facilitate instead of be there in orchestrating this mess of a Raw every week.
Like when Miz is really good as a heel.
This is an instigator.
And he's an instigator, not necessarily the focal point.
That's one great thing about Seth later on. So Baron tells Seth he's going to put him through hell next week after TLC when he's permanent full-time GM. Seth says he wants to fight. Baron referenced earlier that he wanted to be at a TLC match, but since Braun probably was going to be at TLC, it wouldn't happen. Seth says, why wait till Sunday? Let's do a TLC match now.
Coward.
And Baron says no, and then
Coward.
Coward.
Coward. Coward. Coward. Coward. Coward. Fine. Fine. You want match with me? I'm Slow Wolfpack. You matched me.
It was totally a Biff Tannen
tonight.
thing.
It was good. I liked it, man. Seth can do no wrong, Larson.
Yeah, man.
Seth Rollins can do no wrong.
Coward.
Coward. Coward. Coward. Fickle. Fickle.
Fickle. So Baron finally agrees. He says, I'll have TLC match with you, but it will be for Ick title.
I want Ick title around my waist shoulder. So there it was set, which was it, dude. This felt like one of those things. Now that move felt like back against wall. Like, oh man, we've been crapping the bed.
We got to deliver with an awesome main
event. What
do we
need
tonight?
to do? TLC main event. TLC's coming up. Let's just put TLC tonight.
Well, it's not just that. You get the TLC match to close the show, and you get someone actually stepping up, someone who's really popular, who's got the cachet to step up to this corrupt authority figure.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it is. They're positioning Seth as the Stone Cold to Baron Corbin's Mr. McMahon.
Yeah.
Next, backstage, brief Seth Rollins interview where he's asked, is this really a good idea having this TLC match when you're so close to your match against Dean Ambrose at the TLC show? And he goes, well, sometimes you're a champ and you got to prove your bona fides to be champ. This is one of those times. So, no, I don't regret anything.
Yeah. Man, they need to give that guy the Universal Championship. They're going to, right?
They kind of have to.
They're going to do that, right?
I feel like they kind of have to. He's the guy. He's got to be the guy.
Could you imagine if he Iron Man that Royal Rumble came out first because of Baron Corbin, lasted all the way to the end? Burn it. Boy, incredible.
Burn it.
People love Seth, man.
They do.
Burn it.
Next, Authors Pain and Drake Maverick in a handicap match, but for the tag titles, taking on Bob Roode and Chad Gable. Finally got
Final
matching
form.
robes,
Final
matching
form.
tights. Yep.
Gable looked good, man.
Yeah.
He looked good. But they both kind of looked happy. We've seen them have zero chemistry. Now they kind of have
they had total win face.
Little bit of chemistry. Yeah, winning, that'll do it.
We should have known based on two things before the match even started. Roode and Gable were winning. One, Authors of Pain and Drake Maverick got Jobber's entrance.
Yeah.
Didn't even see them come down the ring.
Yeah.
Two, Roode and Gable had matching gear. That should have telegraphed to finish this match totally. It was a bit of a scrum, a messy scrum towards the end. Authors of Pain hit a neck breaker powerbomb on Chad Gable, who was in to break some stuff up. Drake Maverick, after pitting Bob Roode last week, was all, tag me in. I want to finish this. But since Chad Gable wasn't the legal man, he had just eaten that finisher, Maverick couldn't pin him, so we had to go to Roode, who had eaten a super collider like 90 seconds prior. Bob Roode an expert at playing possum, was laying there. Drake with a nonchalant pin attempt. Bob Roode rolled through into a cradle. Gets the win. New tag champs, Bob Roode, Chad Gable.
That toss of Drake Maverick was...
Oh, that was awesome.
That was awesome. That little dude went flying. He went flying. That was great. It's funny because after the match, they went to commentary, and you see in the background Drake Maverick walking up with Authors of Pain. The only sad bit about this is that they need to get Drake Maverick away from Authors of Pain.
Yes, and hopefully this is the catalyst for all that.
I was really hoping we'd get that at the end of the match last night because he's their problem.
Yeah. Bring back Paul Ellering. He has the algorithm.
Well, that's factual. And here's the thing: if Seth Rollins calling out the Revival last night and saying how great they are and they're doing this Lucha House Party stuff, if that puts the Revival up in sort of a thing with Roode and Gable,
it'd be fantastic.
That has the potential to be fantastic. And if you look at the landscape now, with Roode and Gable sort of being an actual tag team and not just like this awkward thrown together thing, you have that. If the Authors of Pain get rid of Drake Maverick, you got the Revival if they're booked properly, and Lucha House Party, who we really like.
They're really good.
That's 4 really, really solid tag teams.
Yeah.
They can. That's a hell of a foundation.
Well, then
right there.
you have Authors of Pain, bring back Paul Ellering. For them.
I know.
To give them that gravitas.
Yeah.
What they're severely lacking right now. And have to give them the story of having to rebuild themselves under Ellering's stewardship. That'd be really good.
Yeah.
They're like the end boss that whoever eventually is champion going to Mania has to beat.
Yeah.
Either to cement their reign or to get destroyed.
Yeah.
They mentioned kind of in passing that Finn Balor was injured, but PW Insider just says he's sick.
Oh, okay. That's okay.
But he's out of the Mixed Match Challenge. Apollo Crews replaced him, Bailey's partner.
Yes. Yeah, boy, that's been a game.
There's been a lot of turnover. A lot of turnover in the teams
there.
this year. Next, a Bob Roode and Chad Gable interview backstage. Very excited.
Roode seemed actually happy. He seemed actually happy, so that's good. I think they're going to kill it with this tag team. I think they're going to have these titles
Especially
for a
if
little
they go
bit.
to program with a Revival.
That would be stellar.
Great matches.
Boy, could you imagine that? Ooh.
Let's give them like a 20-minute main event.
We saw Revival versus American Alpha. Yeah. Probably good matches too.
Next, an Natalia promo.
This is okay. So here's the thing.
Some of this was kind of confusing.
Yeah, it was super confusing. She really wants to put her one of her roadblocks as the Montreal Screwjob.
I don't understand that at all.
I don't get that at all. Because like Owen was still there, her dad was he was already in WCW, wasn't he?
Who, Jim? Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Did he go after?
I think he went after
Screwjob?
because he was a member of the Heart Foundation.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, he
was.
totally was.
So he went to WCW afterwards.
Yeah. But her other uncle Owen
was still in.
He was still there.
Yeah.
And then they had all the reason to push another member of the Hart family because of his, how he passed. So that was a little. It was
a head scratcher.
The crowd kind of went, huh? And collectively,
yeah.
What? Montreal Screwjob. Because that's what she said. She was talking about how Ruby Riott had said that she had it easy.
Yeah.
She just got gifted her spot in the WWE, and she said, "I've had to fight for everything." Remember the Montreal Screwjob? Which everybody loves to talk about that. But yeah, that didn't really make a whole lot of sense. That being said, she did the best she could with a promo that was. I mean, it was decently written if it just didn't make a lot of sense.
Didn't make a whole lot of sense.
But it was a decent.
It was all right.
So then Ruby Riott comes out. She gives us off.
Well, first, hold on. Natalia says she's dedicating her match to TLC to her dad. Then Ruby Riott comes out, and the other two members of the Riott Squad are carrying something with like a blanket over it or a tablecloth.
Yeah.
They kind of prop it up. And Ruby delivers a promo. She takes the cloth off, and it's a table with Jim the Anvil Neidhart's picture on it.
So it's like one of those, what do they call them, fatheads?
Yeah, the stickers, yeah.
Yeah, that's like on the table. I laughed out loud.
And she said, at TLC, you're going to be closer to your dad than you've ever been.
Oh, God. Yeah. It was really tacky, but it was pretty damn funny, too.
It was kind of surprising.
Because I didn't know it was going to be under that cloth. I was like, what is under that cloth? It's like a picture. It was a table with him on it.
Yeah.
It was so stupid.
Yeah, it's not good.
And Ruby Riott is so above that.
Yeah.
Because she's a really good wrestler.
Yeah.
But hey, I'm just glad that she has a damn match. There's like 11 matches booked for TLC.
I know. There's a lot.
Are these all going to be like 3-minute
matches? Show matches?
Lightning round matches? I don't know. Anyways, after that business, let's see here. We had a Dolph iPhone promo. This is a decent promo.
Yeah,
here
he
from
kind of.
Dolph.
I can't remember who mentioned this on Twitter, but he kind of regurgitated the Roman. I'm not a good guy.
Why would he do that? I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
His delivery was okay though.
Yeah.
He's going to be gone for a while, isn't he?
No, I think his stand-up tour is in conjunction with wrestling dates. Because like the Phoenix show is the weekend of Royal Rumble.
Oh.
I'm guessing. And there's only a handful of shows.
I was just thinking, like, is he going to take like a couple of weeks off or something because of like the beatdown Drew gave him at the end of that match?
Oh, maybe.
And the fact that there's nothing for him to do. We don't even know if he's a good guy or a bad guy.
Well, here's something. Let's say Finn.
Regardless of what he says.
Finn's illness, say it keeps him out longer than expected. I think this drops Dolph in that match at TLC.
Oh, yeah, you could do that, I guess.
And he can always get involved in that.
Dolph needs to take some time off, man. Call somebody up.
He should come back as his stand-up comedian gimmick.
That'd be good. No, early 90s stand-up gimmick. That should be his thing. Like, right. He has his Tron is a brick wall.
Yeah, it says improv on it. Like a neon sign that says improv.
Like above it is whatever city they're in.
Yeah, exactly.
San Antonio Improv.
Yeah, exactly. Single spotlight.
Yeah.
Stool. Mic stand.
Sports coat. But with like a T-shirt underneath. What did they used to? That's what he wears anyways.
Yeah.
What did they used to wear?
Or just like a button-up, but not
like
buttoned all the way.
Ball jacket?
No tie. Yeah. Well, yeah. If you're going the Andrew Dice Clay route, yes.
Yeah. Oh,
but
man.
Didn't he used to wear fingerless gloves, right?
Oh, Dice?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He was the man for like a half second. And then he like said some rude stuff or something. I don't know what he said. Didn't somebody leave Saturday Night, like Nora Dunn, like left Saturday Night Live for that week and then got fired because she like didn't want to do it like the episode he was on.
Wow. I don't remember that at all.
I have that big ass Saturday Night Live book. It's fascinating.
Oh yeah, no, I need to check
it's
that out.
It's like one of the only books I've ever read all the way through.
I've read 1,000 books halfway.
So then we had the Drew McIntyre versus Dolph Ziggler match. Drew McIntyre is amazing.
Yeah, his interview beforehand was good, and he was taking great relish in destroying Drew.
Yeah, he was.
Dolph.
That smile of his is great. I liked his interview too. He says, everybody has to lose at some point.
Yeah.
All the greats have lost.
He essentially just brushed off a loss to
Yeah, Dolph. I like that. That's good.
At least they addressed it. Drew was dominating the early part of this match. So much so that even though Dolph shoved Drew into the ring post they get back in the ring. Dolph goes for a super kick, and he just collapses. He can't do it. He does eventually hit a zigzag, musters up enough fortitude to do that. Drew kicks out at 2, and then Dolph sets up for a super kick. Instead, just eats a claymore right to the face.
Yeah,
right to the face.
Yeah, that was great. I love those like these short distance claymores are great.
They come out of nowhere.
When you can say that comes out of nowhere, like a giant 6'5" man
who jumps to the height of a person's head,
launches himself 6 feet up in the air, like horizontally
from a standing position.
It's
damn impressive.
It's pretty impressive.
It is very impressive. So Drew wins after that, and then he starts destroying Dolph, and it culminates with him hitting a claymore when Dolph's head, at least kayfabe-wise, hit the LED board.
Yeah. And he's got this really nasty smile on his face. Man,
well, he's like on the ground and
yeah,
looking at Dolph in the face and smiling. It was great. Sinister.
I don't know what Adam Pearce's finishing move is, but it looked like he was about to dole one out because he was yelling at Drew.
Oh, yeah.
And Pearce is a big dude.
Yeah, he was, but he probably eaten a claymore too.
Probably.
Next, Bayley versus Alicia Fox. This is actually quite a bit of fun once Apollo Crews came down the ring, especially. That bit where Sasha is telling Apollo, hey, pick me up and throw me into everybody.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Boy, oh boy, did you see the comments on... So like WWE.com or their Twitter account posted a GIF of Apollo picking her up. Now, I'm not a wrestler. I don't know where your hand's supposed to be. I imagine it's supposed to be between the thigh and like, your front area. His finger was like... and the comments were just hilarious. That's freaking hilarious. So, just a little awkward. But it was a great bit.
It was a great bit. I didn't notice that part of it.
It was a great bit.
It was a great bit.
Anyway, wrestling is so silly.
It is.
It's so silly.
It is silly.
So you have to appreciate the sillier moments.
Anyways, Bayley picked up the win after all that with Bayley to belly. Short but fun match.
Yeah, no, it was cool. I liked it. And I like, dude, freaking Jinder can do no wrong for me these days. He's so great. Every time he's on camera, he's got that crazy looking face of his. It's just so much personality.
A great face. After that, Dean Ambrose.
Hey, sorry.
What?
Perfect example, though. A guy who's such a great supporting guy that you don't want. He was the lead heel on SmackDown for like a year.
Didn't exactly work, but when he's a solid mid-card heel,
yes,
it's a perfect spot for
exactly.
Next is Dean Ambrose interview where he spent just as much time sneering as talking.
Yeah, he almost said the S word too.
Yeah,
can't do that, man. You're on YouTube.
They seem to have gotten away from the vaccination stuff at least. Apart from mentioned during the video package they rolled. They rolled like an entire retrospective of the Dean-Seth feud in the middle of the interview.
It was like,
and afterwards, he just stood there.
So is basically the only thing we're getting out of this Dean heel turn is a gold chain and
a Bane jacket.
That's kind of it.
It's like the 5th jacket he's gone through.
Yeah.
During the course of his heel turn. He finally found the right jacket to...
The right one. Because he says a whole lot of nothing, and that's a problem.
I know. It's a massive, massive problem.
It's a big problem. Hey, but come Sunday, he's going to have that IC title.
Yep,
so
probably.
maybe if he gets into a thing with Elias, maybe that'll be a thing.
Well, Elias needs to get this thing with Bob Lashley because he's still in the midst of that. Because next, he had a promo. He actually told people to shut their mouths.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that was like just muscle memory.
I like that. Here's the thing. As long as he still keeps on calling somebody trash, and in this case it was L.A.
The city of Los Angeles, yes.
Because at first I was like, oh, man, don't praise the city. But then he said, I'd much rather be here than that trash town L.A. I was like, oh, that's funny. Okay,
Well, he would say stuff, normally in his heel days, he would say stuff like, well, I'm happy that all the San Diego sports teams moved to Los Angeles. Instead, he put that heat on Bob Lashley.
Yeah.
And he said, I'm happy to be here rather than that trash city of Los Angeles, whatever his exact phrase was.
Yeah. So that was good. As long as you keep on calling something trash. That's like an interesting tack. Like, well, I'm not in that town, so I can call him trash. What happens when he goes to L.A., though?
Well, we'll find out.
Find out then, I guess.
So he started singing a song. He's interrupted by Bob Lashley and Lio Rush. He has match against Lio Rush. Heath Slater comes out as referee. This is the first match he has refereed since being appointed to that position.
Okay, so hold on a second, though.
What?
One of the earlier matches, maybe it was Drew Dolph, maybe it was AOP. I think it was the tag team match. I've never seen that other ref before. There's another ref who looks like Heath Slater.
Oh, I didn't notice.
Yeah, it was weird.
I
didn't think it was him. I was just like, oh, that's weird. Like, he's a dude. I don't know his name. You go ahead. I'm going to look this up.
Anyways.
I'm super curious now.
So at one point, Elias hits a powerbomb on Lio Rush.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. Number one, there's two things. Number one, Heath Slater looked really good as a ref. He looked like a ref.
Yeah.
Number two, Lio Rush has a match on Raw.
I know. That's pretty cool.
How great is that?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
You got to show off a little what he can do. Anyways, Elias hits a powerbomb on Lio. Lashley runs in, breaks up the pin. Heath doesn't call for the bell. Right. Lashley gets in his face, tries to intimidate him, and so Slater's like, all right, well, just do whatever you want to do.
Like this guy.
It looks like an amalgam of Dean Ambrose and Heath Slater.
Slater, right?
Yeah.
But I've never seen that guy before.
Yeah, I don't recognize him either.
Right? Weird.
Lashley hits a spine buster on Elias, and then Lio gets the guitar from ringside, gives it to Bob. Lashley destroys the guitar of Elias's back. Lio covers him, and Slater kind of hesitantly goes down, makes the pinfall. Lio Rush wins.
Yeah.
And that would come into play as well in the main event. But first, we had a backstage segment between Baron Corbin and Heath Slater.
Baron?
Heath Slater's just doing this because he's got kids.
Yeah. I really like it's sort of a new spin on the NWO referee. It's reluctant guy who's got a job.
But at a certain point, it's got to be Heath Slater who tears down this entire house of cards. And Baron Corbin has built.
And it's going to be, I hope they really build that nicely. I hope they just don't do it at TLC or whatever. I hope they build that night because that crowd will explode for Heath Slater and maybe give him a second chance at, a good run.
I would have thought like 5 years ago that Heath Slater would be the ultimate underdog character.
I know. Oh, it's great.
It is.
That whole, I'm really kind of sad that they never really ran more with that.
They didn't know what to do once they put those tag titles.
Yeah, they didn't. They really should have had him chase him more.
Next, Alexa Bliss walked down the ring. I don't think she said anything before.
She literally didn't say a word. They had her in before they went to commercial, she was talking to that redhead production guy, but she wasn't, the commentators were talking, so it was like silent. And then, there was no
Ask Alexa.
No Ask Alexa.
So she didn't answer our question.
So sometime between Raw preview and that segment going live, Vince rewrote it. That's got to be the only explanation.
The initial plan was for Ask Alexa not happen.
That's such a specific thing, though, for them to like. Hey, let's
it might
do
have
this.
been something you thought was funny because Alexa's the personification of those Amazon devices.
Oh, sure.
And so he just thought, let's do a segment called Ask Alexa. That'd be funny.
Wait, what did you just say? Oh, I was talking to my Alexa. I want her to play some Human League. What? Alexa Bliss? No, Vince.
No, it's my Echo, my Amazon Echo.
There's no Echo in here.
The AI is named Alexa.
Ha 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 ha! Let's write that in the thing.
Probably. That's exactly how it went down. Anyway, she's interrupted immediately by Nia Jax and Tamina, and then Nia drops a promo that is at first not that great. She screams. It gets better, but then it ends because Ronda Rousey interrupts her.
Correct.
Ronda says about 2 words, and then Ember Moon comes down. She has a match against Tamina. And Ember Moon wins that match against Tamina with an Eclipse.
Oh, I can watch that
Eclipse.
It's
the best
all
finisher.
day long.
It's the absolute best.
I can
best
watch
finisher.
that all day long. Just Eclipse. Would somebody please do a supercut?
Yeah, supercut. Eclipse supercut, please.
Eclipses?
Yes.
Multiple
Next, Baron Corbin interview right before his match against Seth Rollins in the main event.
This was good. I was paying, but I don't know why I was paying particularly close attention. I was like, man, because I was thinking to myself, these people, they have to learn so much dialogue in such a small amount of time, and this interview is fairly lengthy. And he not only did not stumble, not only did he not look for his lines, he was really adding to the material with his performance. That should be applauded. That is impressive.
Agreed. Main event, Seth Rollins, Baron Corbin, TLC match. Heath Slater's a referee.
Again, looking very sort of dejected.
Yeah. Yeah, he's in like the
I'd rather be in this match, not as referee, but as
participant, so I can be Intercontinental Champion too.
And I could feed my kids. Oh, man. So we got to talk about this, too, a little bit, because this whole Renee Young, Corey Graves thing is damn near it's I don't even want to listen to commentary.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
Yeah, it's
and
not
it's
good
relentless.
Anymore.
It's so relentless. Like, he just at one point, like, I don't know. I feel like, and I think it's making her commentary worse, because there are a couple times, like, during this final match, this main event, at one point, Baron was, like, climbing the ladder, like, really slow towards the finish. And she was like, he's really taking his time. And Michael Cole corrected her and said, no, he's selling his injuries or something like that. He didn't say selling.
Yeah.
He said something along the lines of,
Well,
no,
he's
he's
really
had
hurt.
her.
Yeah,
he must be really hurt. And, like, I think having to play this character of Dean Ambrose's wife, who's always dealing with Corey Graves' incessant badgering, is throwing her off what I think could be a decent game.
No, I think you're right.
Having Vince in your ear trying to perpetuate this story, which I speculate is probably what's happening.
Yeah.
That's got to be like...
Well, the issue is the story's not going to go anywhere.
It's not going to... Exactly. And here's the problem. They might try to make it go somewhere, and that would suck, because I don't want to see that story. That's terrible. Because at one point she was like, yes, if Dean wins the Intercontinental Championship, my house will get a bigger paycheck.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear that.
No, she's out there to do her job.
Yeah.
Let her do her job.
In my mind, I want to think that Dean Ambrose, like, on TV, is like a single crazy guy who lives in the alley with his Bane coat.
Or at least think they're married, but while they're married and he's heel, he lives in the shed in the backyard.
Right, exactly. He definitely seems like a shed dweller.
Whereas she occupies the house.
Yeah.
And maybe they'll get together on his birthday. They'll take an awkward picture, put on Instagram. And beyond that, maybe have a meal together once a day, awkwardly on the patio.
Right.
So he doesn't come in the house and pee in a corner.
Right. I did appreciate, though, earlier, I forget during which match, maybe it was, I forget which one it was, Corey Graves made a Rocky reference. And he said that even though number 4 is the best, this is like what happened in number 2 or something like that. And I was like, there is no way Corey Graves thinks that Rocky 4 is the best Rocky. What is the best Rocky?
Number 4 is the most enjoyable.
Yeah, but the number 1 is the best actual film.
1's probably the best one.
Yeah. 4 is 3 is the most enjoyable.
3 or 4 are the most enjoyable. I grew up on 4, so for me 4 is the most enjoyable.
No, me too, but I was also, 4 was up there with traumatizing movies like RoboCop. Because
Apollo Creed, yeah.
I loved Apollo Creed.
Oh, he's great.
Apollo, and especially because like my big movie was Rocky 3, where Apollo was ally.
Yeah.
He helped train Rocky to beat.
Apollo Creed's such a great character.
He's a great character. I haven't watched any of the Creed movies. I kind of want to.
I know, I want to as well.
But nobody can be Carl Weathers.
I know.
Man, he's so good.
Heck yeah.
I really wish he would show up in Creed as like a Obi-Wan Kenobi character, like a Spectre.
Yeah, but his character from Arrested Development, right?
Well, it's a combination of Arrested Development and Happy Gilmore when he had the missing hand.
Yes.
Tubbs.
Yes.
And then
an amalgam,
when he goes to heaven, he's got his hand. Look, Happy, I got my hand back. Carl Weathers is great.
He's the man. He is fantastic. Where did I leave off? Oh, yeah, Heath Slater, referee. Fun match. At one point, Slater is hit with a chair. I looked away so I didn't see who hit him. And down the outside, Seth escapes an end of days. Seth sets up Baron on a table on the outside, goes to the turnbuckle, hits a frog splash. Seth scales the ladder. Slater pushes the ladder over. And then Heath goes down. He's like, oh, now I got to do this. Goes down to the outside of the ring, helps Baron up, throws him back on the ring. Come on, Baron, come to.
Yeah.
Get up that ladder. Baron starts to go up the ladder. Rollins comes in, takes out Slater with a kick, I think. Grabs Baron off the ladder, buckle bombs him through a table, and then gives Slater, oh, that's where he gives Slater a super kick.
Mm-hmm.
Baron starts to crawl towards Seth, stomp. Seth climbs the ladder, grabs the Intercontinental title. He wins.
Boy, that crowd was hot. This is a really, really,
good
good
match. Probably be better than his match at TLC.
Probably. But, man, this was so good.
It was fun.
You give that ball to Seth Rollins.
He will run with it.
Oh, my God, he'll run
We've
with it.
yet never seen the full potential of a face Seth Rollins.
I know.
In a high-profile thing like this.
Crowd's going to go ape when he wins that Universal title. They better do it.
Yeah, they got to. Man. If they don't.
That's what always sort of cracked me up, is that I know Roman has a great look, and media-wise, like, he's one of the top guys.
Yeah, yeah.
But I don't know why they never really, tried to put all that energy into Seth.
I wonder, it's in my mind, one of the great wrestling what-ifs, instead of having Seth turn, if they'd had Roman turn.
Yeah. Yeah. They could have had their cake and eaten it too, man. Because then that eventual face turn would have been huge.
Yep.
Huge.
Yep. Show ends anyways. Dean kind of walks out to the ramp, sneers at Seth a bunch, and the show ends.
Oh, that's funny. I missed that.
This is what Dean does now.
He has fart face, yeah. But with Bane jacket.
Yeah.
Oh, let the games begin. I wish he'd just wear that mask the entire time.
Oh, yeah, that'd be good.
Do something new, man. Be new.
Be new.
Be new.
Be new. Anyways, let's do SmackDown preview. Shaping up to be a fun show. I can't wait.
Jason Dwyer here in chat real quick said, I don't know, Steve. The Creed movies are pretty good. I'm sure they are.
No, I've heard great things about them.
Tell me they can't be made better with a Spectre Carl Weathers. Carl Weathers is like John Goodman, or who else?
Sam Rockwell.
Sam Rockwell. And then in the world of wrestling, who do we say makes everything better?
Oh, did we have a wrestler that fills that role?
Isn't that what we were talking about yesterday?
Yeah, but I don't think we ever got to wrestlers, though.
Seth Rollins.
Oh, yeah, Seth Rollins. Charlotte Flair meets Asuka in a WrestleMania rematch. WrestleMania 34 in April. Charlotte Flair ended Asuka's 2.5-year undefeated streak. Tonight, she'll have the chance to make it 2-0 against the Empress of Tomorrow on SmackDown Live.
SmackDown Live.
Both superstars will challenge Becky Lynch for the SmackDown Women's Championship in the first ever Women's TLC match. After a heated contract signing, the two were forced to team up against Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville, but they did not get on the same page and tasted defeat after Charlotte kicked Asuka in the head, seemingly by mistake, and Asuka responded by kneeing Flair in the face. Who will win this WrestleMania rematch?
Asuka.
Yeah.
It's got to be Asuka.
It's got to be Asuka.
The Usos and Thebar to clash in a rap battle hosted by The New Day. Oh, it's Wale in this?
Oh, so it's not a three-way rap battle.
Oh, I wanted Wale in this.
Yeah, man.
Damn it. As the triple threat match for the SmackDown Tag Team titles at WWE TLC draws near, the bad blood between Thebar and The Usos is about to boil over. It may do just that tonight on SmackDown Live when the two teams meet in a rap battle hosted by The New Day. We've seen The Usos spit rhymes in the past, but the lyrical stylings of Sheamus and Cesaro are unknown to the WWE Universe. What kind of bars will Thebar bring?
They'll bring...
They're A-writer! They're A-writers on that one.
They'll bring Thebars. Jeff Hardy to address Samoa Joe's public service announcement last week on SmackDown Live. Jeff Hardy reignited his rivalry against Randy Orton. 1 week after the Viper unleashed a brutal assault on Rey Mysterio. However, just after Hardy dropped Orton with a back suplex on the announce table and center of the ropes, looking to crash down on the Viper, Samoa Joe suddenly appeared on the Titantron from a bar, callously mocking the charismatic Enigma and keeping him distracted long enough for Orton to level his opponent with the RKO for the victory. As
Jeff Hardy.
As Hardy
Let's take a look at superstar Jeff Hardy.
As Hardy recovered, Joe added insult to injury by mocking Hardy with a public service announcement on the dangers of drinking in excess. In response, WWE.com has learned that Jeff Hardy will address Samoa Joe's public service announcement tonight on the Blue Brand.
Naomi goes one-on-one with Mandy Rose. A war of words on social media will turn physical during SmackDown Live as Naomi takes on Mandy Rose. The back and forth started when the Golden Goddess took to Twitter to point out Naomi's recent shortcomings, especially in the mixed match challenge with her husband, Jimmy Uso. Naomi wasted no time in responding, telling Rose to mind her business. But after Sonya Deville got involved, SmackDown General Manager Paige told the superstars to settle their differences in the ring. Will Mandy Rose prove herself right? Or can Naomi move past her recent losses and shut the Golden Goddess up? Find out tonight on SmackDown Live at 8, 7 Central on USA Network. So, time for questions.
Ryan Rugani, can Undertaker ask Vince about Seth's comments?
About Seth. Oh, can Undertaker ask Vince? Vince.
Yes, Mark.
I'm confused. That boy Seth Rollins, who's terrific, by the way, he's like the John Goodman of wrestling. He makes everything better. He was talking crap about Raw. But you write Raw. So he was just talking crap about you, but then you wrote what he said. I'm confused, Vince.
How can I help you, Mark?
Did you not hear what I said? Please explain yourself.
I don't have to explain myself to anybody.
Fine, Vince, and I'll put you down like a dog.
You never said that, Mark. Robert Alomar, Adam Mayhem, the champ. I am here. Breaking news. What's the breaking news? Is the breaking news
that he's here?
Oh, maybe. Nate Williams. You set off my Amazon Alexa crazy for 15 minutes saying Alexa about hot dogs and stuff.
Whoa. Oh, okay. Alexa, play the Human League.
There you go.
The mark of steel with almost every team on the Raw side of the Mixed Match Challenge being changed up and subbed out. Is SmackDown Live guaranteed to win at this point? It's Carmella and R-Truth.
Yeah.
It's so Carmella. Yes. They're totally, because they can, like, the men's Rumble doesn't matter if you come out at 30 because Seth's going to win because he's going to come out at number 1 or 2.
Mm-hmm.
Carmella, she totally comes out at number 30. Mm-hmm. She's a hot star, man.
Donovan Dean, can we switch jobs? I hate mine.
What's your job? Is your job comic book artist, publisher, something like that? Happy the Cynic. Does Heath Slater becoming a referee confirm that no matter the outcome of TLC, Baron Corbin will still be an authority figure? Probably. They're probably going to keep on going.
Yeah, at least till Mania or Rumble. Nate Williams, is the Mixed Match Challenge Season 2 cursed with all the injuries and replacements? I think Joe Juarez makes a good point. He says if there's a Mixed Match Challenge 3, it probably won't be round robin. I think that's the issue. So there'll be single elimination again next time.
That's a good point.
Josh Little, they need to stop calling Nia the face breaker.
Yeah, it's their thing.
They'll probably drop it when she loses to Ronda.
Yeah.
Josh Little again, I sent you something. It'll be there December 17th to 20th. Awesome. Look forward to it.
Nice. Thank you, Josh.
Yes, thank you.
Alex Foster, instead of better, what would you do to make Raw hilariously bad? Worse.
At the beginning of every episode, they have like a spin the wheel, make the deal thing. But instead of match stipulations, it's people who trade gimmicks.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's just a really good idea.
Oh, okay.
They should implement.
All right. Sorry.
Here you go. Have the Grizzlies host.
Oh, gosh. All right, you win. Wade O'Brien, Creed 2 got so cheesy. I was seriously expecting Carl Weathers' Force Ghost and was sad when it didn't happen.
Oh, man. Now I have to watch it. Good question. Horton here's a new writer. Would it be possible for a wrestler to be a face but still not like the WWE universe? I don't think Stone Cold ever
he never pandered to the crowd.
Not while he was hot. Not until he was GM and doing sing-alongs with everybody.
Yeah. Aaron, Seth Rollins' shot was real.
Chill Balor, Who else loves Rollins' new theme song? It's real.
It's just all burn it down. It's too many burn it
There's
downs.
way too many burn it downs. Man.
Jason Dwyer, create a stable of superstars from the same country, give it a name and a purpose. A purpose.
Stable superstars from the same country. Well, I kind of like. What's that dude's name? Oh my God. The Brazilians in NXT.
Oh yeah, Cesar Bononi and Adrian
Jaud.
Yeah,
and Tainara
Conti. Yeah,
like that. Bononi, he's got a real like, sort of like Euro club guy look to him.
Yeah,
and which is great because he looks like a freaking model.
Oh, he's massive. He's
so
huge.
If they roll with something like that, like fun time party guy.
Yeah,
but like a Brazilian lifestyle,
yeah.
Which I don't know what it'd be, but it seems like it'd be cool. Like there is that video from like the 80s of Arnold in Brazil, and it's like one of the best things ever because it's super. What's the big party they have in Brazil? What's it called?
Oh, it's Carnival.
Carnival. I'm pretty sure it was Arnold in Carnival.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
And it's like it's him at his lecherous best.
Oh man,
it's so bad.
It's awful.
But it's so entertaining.
Oh, look at all these beautiful women here.
And it's like him like dancing, and he can't really dance very good.
No.
Look at all the women.
So if you take like the Carnival thing and apply it to
right.
Jaud and Bononi and Tainara.
Okay, how about this?
Great.
How about Walter, Marcel Bartel, and Alexander Wolf.
Oh, I like that. But what's their thing? How about they're like Sprockets?
Okay, there you go.
But the episode of Sprockets after the wall came down, and all the Eastern Germans, all the Eastern Germans, they all were exposed to like Western
culture and
when,
stuff.
When Sprockets, dude, Sprockets, Dieter from Sprockets,
Dieter from Sprockets.
No, I remember. I think it was a Woody Harrelson episode where he had been like a super hard line.
Is this story in the book too?
What's that?
Is this SNL story in the book too?
No, I just remember it because I have like a crazy memory for Saturday Night Live. Nothing else but Saturday Night Live. Woody Harrelson played a character who had been like this super hardline Eastern Berliner guy, and he experienced a little taste of the West, and he comes back to Sprockets, and he's all about like McDonald's.
Oh yeah.
Oh God. Let's see here. This is great. Rick and Mars Begley, new patrons, and they're or maybe him, they, whatever. The creator of Starman, Angel, and YSA.
Oh wow,
3
got
draftees.
A lot of talent drafted. Yeah.
My question is, if Asuka wins the belt at TLC, will this be the beginning of a disappointing transitional reign, or with the news of Vince finally discovering her popularity, will it be a proper dominant reign if she wins at TLC?
Hopefully the latter.
I think here's the thing: they've never given her, besides Charlotte, they've never given her a clean loss. They never have. Have they? Not really.
Well, Nia pinned her relatively clean at Survivor Series in the tag match.
Yeah, but okay, singles matches then.
There was Josh Little with Seth promo at the pipe bomb level. Not quite.
No.
You can still tell it was scripted. He did a great job, but didn't really go to the lengths that CM Punk did in his pipe bomb.
Okay, so here's
on a personal level.
Here's the next question, though.
Now, if Seth came out here and said, Baron, you suck, Raw sucks, partially because of you, but for that old man backstage.
There you go. I was going to ask, what would have been the pipe bomb?
That would have been the pipe bomb.
He comes here at 3:30 and rewrites the entire show.
Changes everything. No one here knows what the heck's going on ever. And that just empowers you, Baron, to step into that power vacuum.
Everybody's worried about call-ups from NXT. Well, we all just want to be called down to NXT where the writing's good.
See? That would have been a pipe bomb. Adam Mayhem again says, I gave you breaking news already in the DM. Breaking news tomorrow, 8 p.m.
People
Pacific
keep on
time.
wanting us to read stuff.
Project Beta 0 Hour. Tournaments and stuff.
Is it going to be on WGN?
No.
It's on Adam Mayhem's Twitch channel.
Yes.
Put the link in the chat.
Adam Mayhem 22, I think.
On
Twitch.
Okay, good.
Alex Ramirez.
We'll host it on our Twitch channel,
Yes, have
too.
Dean tell everyone he lost his smile.
There you go. Let's see here.
Burning Fortress. How would Holiday Harry do in Steve W?
Ooh. Well, I'm no stranger to murders. I'd have Barry Bratwurst poison everybody first, Barry.
Let's see here. Joseph McGinnis. agrees. Says, is Heath Slater the new NWO ref? Kind of. I kind of like that too.
Yeah.
Conflicted NWO ref. Don't call me Lawler. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much did you cringe when Ruby showed Natty she had a surprise for her behind the black drape? I laughed, man. I thought it was funny.
It kind of came out of nowhere, that's for sure.
It really did. Let's see here. Oh, I mean, this is an easy one. Nathan says, in your humble opinion, what is the best and worst wrestling entrance music to play while doing this is his words, the dirty to your significant other? I assume he means sex.
Oh, it's Shawn Michaels, right?
That's the best, right?
Yeah, it's got to be the
That's
best.
the best. Well, no, I don't know. I kind of think that like some combination of Velveteen Dreams or Mandy Rose is the best.
That'd be good too. No, Kaze Nina Ray.
There you go. Make sure you time it right.
Yep.
The worst might be Seth Rollins burning. There's no rhythm to it.
Yeah.
Like, it's just burn.
Or Dean Ambrose because his rhythm, and then it goes. It's too much start and stop. MEXFX. Steve is really embracing the Cena hairdo. You guys are great. Love the show. Thank you very much.
I'm growing this stuff until I can't, man.
Jonathan. Other WWE detriments should be blamed on Corbin. What are some other things that WWE doesn't do very well that should be blamed on Baron Corbin?
I go back there to catering. I want some juicy prime rib, and all I get is some dry roast beef. That's your fault too, Corbin.
There you go. That's good. They only have hard steel chairs to sit on in catering.
Oh, yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
We want to be comfortable. We put our bodies on the line every night. Be able to sit comfortably to eat some juicy prime rib. We have neither juicy prime rib nor comfortable chairs. That's on you, Baron. Griffin Cologne, what is Adam Mayhem's gimmick? Genuinely curious. He's the H champion. That's the only gimmick he needs. He's the world's best champion.
What's his gimmick? I don't know. Good guy. That's his gimmick. What does he do? He goes out there. He tells a lot of people to be quiet. He's rude to people.
He is rude
malcontent.
to people.
His gimmick is malcontent from Puerto
malcontent,
Rico.
Yes,
because he's got the Puerto Rico stuff also. Malcontent. Adam Mayhem. Imposter Naked Midian. Been a fan since 10 for the win. Which looks worse? HBK with short hair or HBK with no hair? It's short hair.
Yeah.
No hair, he actually looks kind of cool.
Yeah.
The base hit king, Eric Blaha. Could you guys do an entire week of reviews, but in kayfabe, meaning you can't read dirt sheets or have any inside information about storylines or storyline changes? You have to watch it all as if it's authentic. We would just be really confused about everything. Like if you want, I would just be confused about everything. Because wrestling doesn't make any sense if you think it's real.
Yeah, no, it doesn't at all. Not at all.
I'm sure his suggestion was tongue-in-cheek.
Yes.
Let's see. Cerberus says, it was really nice of Brian Alvarez and Reddit to write Seth's promo last night. Stevie Bradley, which wrestler has the worst Christmas lighting display on in his home?
In his home or on his home?
In his home.
No, on his home.
On his home. Seth Rollins is like just a bunch of fire. It's like one of those projector things with fire on it.
Yeah, or Kane for that matter too.
Not anymore though, man.
He's a public servant now. He can't.
Yeah, his is probably all American flag stuff.
Yeah,
Undertaker
just have lightning and a bunch of tombstones. But people are like, why is this? Why do you have your Halloween stuff?
Halloween stuff.
Oh,
this is for the Christmas.
This is for the most happiest time of the year.
He's Slater right now. He probably doesn't have a very good Christmas display. He's probably not feeling much of the Christmas spirit.
Probably not. Probably not.
He's like, man, every penny I make being a referee, I got to spend on money for these kids.
Yeah, dude. Boy, I
buy some shock for that above ground pool.
Man, best thing I ever did was get a house without a pool. I hated that thing.
Bray Wyatt probably didn't have a very good display either.
Well, no, man. You look at that House of Horrors. That was a horrible house. That's something you called Child Protective Services on. That was terrible.
It was.
Eesh. Anyways, today on the post show, listen to this.
What?
$5 and up patrons.
Oh, Truth Exposed Day.
It's Truth Exposed Day.
Are we going to watch that video, or are we going to talk about
Scientology?
Yeah, which one is it?
I don't know, man. We might have some Scientologist friendos out there. I don't want to be not inclusive to them.
Okay.
But I think everybody. What happens? Something tragic and heartbreaking. See, that's the
like
best
the snake from Anaconda in that picture.
I know, it's awesome, and it's so poorly photoshopped. What was it called? Like Night Stalkers or something?
Yeah.
There's a video about Night Stalkers. So we're gonna take a look, and what's like your initial impression? Will you consider having an open mind when we watch?
I always have an open mind.
So keeping that in mind.
Fake.
Wow. All right. So anyways, so yeah, you guys can check that out. It should be a lot of fun. That's it for the show. Hilton, can we please, for the love of God, get some music?
Yes, please.
Aurora Borealis at this time in the night. Anyways, that's it for now. Patrons, stay tuned. About 10 minutes or so, we'll have that up and running. Until next time, talk to you guys later.
Bye.